Hey everybody, another Whiskey Quickie, and today we're looking at a very special release that's coming from our friend over Stephen Beam from Yellowstone. And let's dive into this a little bit because this is something that, Limestone Branch, they have been distilling their own stuff now for quite some time. And I remember the first time that I went to Limestone Branch and it was a still and this pipe coming off and it was just drips going into a bucket. A much different thing than before they were acquired, and it's a total 180 from where they had been. But this is some of the original stuff that Stephen Beam distilled in honor of his family. So here's a little bit of the backstory here. So this is called Yellowstone Family Recipe. So it's a craft distilled honoring 150 years of Beam and Dant family distilling traditions. So this new bourbon is created by master distiller Stephen Beam, and it's inspired by a recipe found in notes from Beam's grandfather, Guy Beam, containing cloned yeast using DNA from a yeast jug belonging to Beam's great-grandfather, Minor Case Beam. And the Yellowstone Family Recipe reflects the original Yellowstone bourbon mash bill and carries its original namesake of a 6-year age statement. It is the recipe that Stephen Beam has been distilling at Limestone Branch since 2015 and is now ready to share with the world. It has a limited production of only around 6,000 cases. It's bottled at 100 proof and has an SRP of $70 per bottle.
All right. And I'm sure if you go down, Mr. Fonte will
He'll tell you all about it.
Tell you 5 hours about it.
We love you, Steven.
He is. He's a great tour guide and one of the most animated characters on the Bourbon Trail. So if you haven't been down there, you got to go hang out with Mr. Fonte. He's awesome.
And have a cigar with him on the patio.
That's right.
I had a barrel pick there, and we did that as well. So
nice.
But let's go ahead and we'll dive in with the nose here and see what 6 years of distilling has finally got him here. I must get like a...
There's almost like an apricot or something. Kind of a...
I was going to say that. It's almost like... I don't know if have you ever smelled metal? Like you had a bunch of pennies in your hand and then you smelled your hand?
Like the nickel?
Yeah.
Or the iron kind of?
Something like that.
Yeah, it smells like a peach. I don't know. It's weird. I'm getting a real strong apricot or peach note.
I can definitely get the apricot out of there, like a dried apricot or something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, a peach brandy kind of almost smells
like.
Ooh,
I like peach brandy.
Yeah.
Let's go with the taste here.
And maybe it's because I smell it, but I really taste it too. It's kind of like that. It's almost like not a traditional peach that's yellow. It's more like a white, apricot. Have you ever tried one of those? It's more brighter, and crisper of a taste, like a white
grape. It's
grape.
not and I almost feel like it's not fully ripe yet.
Right.
When I taste it.
Totally.
That's what I kind of get out of it. There's also this I don't say harshness, but there's definitely a bite to it, and I feel it in my nostrils as soon as I swallowed there.
Yeah, it's got some white grape, white apricot. And there's a nice baking spice on the finish, but it does have some heat on the finish as well.
And to be fair, this is also a very unique flavor. I've never really had a lot of what's coming out of here. I think if you're coming into this thinking from a traditional route, you might be thinking what is this? This doesn't taste like what I think it should be tasting like, but it is a completely different taste profile than what you'd be getting.
Yep.
Let's see how we rate it on the nose.
Thumbs up. I actually like it. I like that kind of pear brandy, peach brandy, apricot thing going.
All right. And the taste?
Thumbs up. I like it. I mean, it's different. It's definitely not in your normal bourbon wheelhouse, but I don't know. I kind of like the bright fruitiness of it.
Yeah, I might have been a little bit, maybe a sideways thumbs on it, only because it took me out of left field.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect when going into this. And when tasting it, you taste a lot of bourbons and you're like, oh, 6-year profile. This is
I think you were thinking more 78, 10, 12, your standard Kentucky bourbon recipe.
I know.
But this definitely throws you for a loop.
It's a curveball.
Yep.
It is. And the finish.
Sideways, it does have a little heat on it, a little spiciness that kind of overpowers it towards the finish. I wish it was just tamed down a little bit more oak influence or something.
Gotcha. Well, cool. So that is our review of Yellowstone's Family Recipe. Cheers, everybody. See you next time.